When you look at the lives of people who've done something extraordinary, you'll find two things at the foundation: faith and hard work. Not luck, not shortcuts, not connections. Faith and hard work. Faith is what keeps you moving when everything around you tells you to stop. Faith is what whispers in your ear when the world screams in doubt. It's the belief in something greater than yourself, the belief that there is purpose behind your struggle, the belief that your pain is not wasted. Faith doesn't promise that the road will be easy, but it promises that the road will be worth it. Hard work is the other half. You can believe all you want, but if you don't put in the work, your belief becomes a wish. Hard work is not glamorous, it's not easy, and it doesn't always get celebrated. Hard work means showing up when you're tired. Hard work means grinding in the dark when no one is watching. Hard work means doing it over and over again until what felt impossible becomes second nature. Faith without work is empty. Work without faith is blind. But when you bring them together, when you believe with all your heart, and then back that belief with relentless effort, you become unstoppable. That's when doors start opening. That's when opportunities appear. That's when you realize that success isn't some secret formula. It's the reward for trusting the process and refusing to quit. You can't just hope for success. You can't just pray for it. You can't just dream about it. You've got to dig, sweat, fight, sacrifice, and keep moving forward even when the finish line feels like it's moving away from you. And when it gets hard, and it will get hard, you lean on your faith. Because faith reminds you why you started, and hard work ensures you finish. So when people ask you what the key to success is, don't overcomplicate it. It's not about who you know, or where you came from, or how much talent you were born with. It's faith, and it's hard work. Put those two together, and there's nothing on this earth that can stop you. When you step into this world, nobody hands you a manual on how to succeed. Nobody gives you a map that tells you where the obstacles are, where the shortcuts are, or where the breakthroughs will come. Life doesn't work like that. Life gives you challenges. Life gives you setbacks. Life gives you opportunities disguised as struggles. And if you want to rise, if you want to achieve, if you want to build something that lasts, you have to anchor yourself on two unshakable pillars: faith and hard work. Faith is not just believing when things are going well. Faith is believing when you can't see the finish line, when the path is dark, when the storm is loud, and when everybody around you tells you it's not possible. Faith is the voice that says, keep going, when every other voice tells you to quit. Faith is standing on shaky ground with steady feet. Faith is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. And if you don't have faith, then every obstacle becomes a wall too high to climb, every failure becomes permanent, and every no becomes the end of the story. But faith by itself isn't enough. Belief is powerful, but belief without effort is empty. You can pray for success, you can hope for success, you can dream about success, but if you don't put in the work, it's never going to happen. Hard work is the price you pay for the life you want to live. Hard work is the sweat, the hours, the grind, the sacrifice. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's staying late when you'd rather go home. It's practicing the skill one more time when you already feel like you've given it your all. Faith without work is nothing more than a wish. Work without faith is just motion without direction. But when you combine them, when you believe that your effort is not in vain, and when you act on that belief with relentless work, you become unstoppable. That combination is what separates people who only talk about success from those who actually live it. There are people who sit around waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for everything to line up, waiting for life to get easier. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There is no easy road. Success is not something that gets handed to you, it's something you earn. You earn it through persistence, through resilience, through refusing to back down when life hits you, and life will hit you. Life will knock you down, test your resolve, push you to the edge. That's where faith comes in, to remind you that the struggle has a purpose, that the pain has meaning, that your story is still being written. But faith is not passive. Faith is not sitting back and waiting for things to fall into place. Faith is believing that if you keep showing up, keep working, keep pushing, something good will come out of it. Faith is not just praying for rain, it's planting the seed, it's watering the ground, it's pulling the weeds, and trusting that in time, the harvest will come. And hard work is the engines. Hard work is what keeps you moving forward when you don't feel like it. Hard work is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Anybody can dream. Anybody can imagine what life could be like. But dreams without effort remain fantasies. Hard work is what takes an idea and turns it into reality. Now, let me tell you something important. Hard work will not always be recognized immediately. There will be days, months, maybe even years when you feel invisible, when you feel overlooked, when you feel like your efforts don't matter. That's when you need faith. Faith that your moment is coming. Faith that the seeds you planted will grow. Faith that all the hours, all the sacrifices, all the energy you poured in will pay off. And it will. Not always in the way you expect, not always on your timeline, but it will. Too many people quit too early. They pray for something, they work for a little while, and when it doesn't show up right away, they give up. They walk away not realizing how close they were to the breakthroughs. But the ones who succeed, the ones who break through, they are the ones who kept believing, kept working, kept moving forward, even when they couldn't see results. That's the difference between temporary effort and true commitment. Anybody can work hard for a day. Anybody can stay motivated for a week. But can you keep grinding for years when nobody is clapping for you? Can you keep pushing when you're tired, when you're broke, when you feel like the world has forgotten you? That's when faith becomes real. Because faith is not proven in the good times. It's proven in the struggles. Faith is what keeps the fire burning when the room is cold. And let me be real with you, success is not comfortable. Success requires sacrifice. You're going to have to give up things you like in order to achieve what you love. You're going to miss out on parties, on sleep, on convenience. You're going to feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But if you have faith, if you keep working, one day you'll look back and realize it was all worth it. You see, the world loves to celebrate talent. People clap for the gifted, for the naturally skilled, for the ones who make it look easy. But talent without hard work is wasted. Talent might get you started, but it won't keep you there. Hard work is the great equalizer. Hard work can beat talent when talent refuses to work. And when hard work is fueled by faith, when it's anchored in something bigger than yourself, that's when miracles happen. Every single day you have a choice. You can wake up and go through the motions, or you can wake up and go after your dream with everything you've got. You can settle for average, or you can demand excellence from yourself. You can doubt, complain, and quit, or you can believe, fight, and persist. Faith and hard work put the power in your hands. They make you the author of your own story. So when people tell you it can't be done, let your faith answer for you. When people doubt your ability, let your work prove them wrong. When the world says stop, let your belief in your grind push you forward. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for someone to hand you success. Build it, earn it, live it. Mont refi, te sude as des, repeat eng a loss. Wave of ping, because the truth is, this is ongi. The success doesn't belong to him, and if you're on the smartest, Bristam de Pibole, Tisnayo as important, ten nibo, as in kind belong then to the smartest. To you feels that that's now as well as you do these to be the action. And we think it doesn't belong to the alla rigid pay. We doesn't belong a lot to the fade. It doesn't belong to the rich of us. The Nyan Promise and I war. It does belong to the richest. Both I reason I mean be out to ride TV in the fault to error in the balance muy balai become we didn't do how it doesn't even belong to the most is paid that he doesn't it would joy be wanted it necessarily be pro onted or nam ain't up here to high. Orator nam you now and hold the duty hat or bow in a monolite here's your po. Adi brief us that then in sus you belongs to Wiraki. Success belongs 21 It's därför de män är sina that who peace stay on side. Be over the plate and when that a word is name that's and not almost on we say what and leave what and I do you that understand. All this all anything who on system. Behind Raiders is a kelmu nala o boulder inambo a whole lots of cruel. It's what was lighting now is work when you palm of the queer. When others quit, we mostly cover it. I got one yard. When is a black school make the back. Bernie Sass be the ones who refree storm what lie. Spill the Sass that belongs them. The products are so who reface and Denny's off. Read and honor. The main begin liquor might read. Just love spending for one gamer out of oh my refuse to geek it. Again, success belong to style and horn spray. I know it's just high the staying able Lugrada ZAs and Bell or her and the onis who elected the city path when or Howard Emperor Hodges Waste Ward. On the dot out of new restaurant and as most of the water warning about a well name. A foreigners 40 to intervene on first of the parole at the table is probably that more instead. Fruity send the old one or a pitch one of the one or east side where one and one and one of my ones war and they say friends. Camping this peg home, the pissy ball. The starting point. VI honors the key, which Perry of they are the blueprint. The P may sa hermek to tabi you to whole labyrinth, we wire to that blueprint. Ding the how to bloom if men really after to that pray. And ease you a cup those the to penny deal, risk of the writ. If you check to that blueprint on every single D and the lax all va. Is you that hold on to every faith and for parades a comprehension and beautiful limb all a multiple Roman lamas easy in the day every son on that it just opens it all you know the no more the video good years you portion in the past of who hold it's in there you and no matter how hand Peter going as the like as the beside P cas bon G now hand it hardy pie some know how hard it gets there are a whole you known and mocan fee free snow like how long really take the 45 you have paths nibbles paying no matter how long it takes come UVs again keep you nothing a large you of more of that if you close eye a paw as a word guy and the bacon the gumber VV can't keep you or malate you your own on this bed and I'll home rank you by bring into and I'm at staying actually link it out it's cool now one eagerly you were meant to live for mailing or find you one spell and wine is you Among is nan wine is the mom takes free fives apples medium fiery piece of point into this stove we side stove progress just pleasing the one thing view on sacrifices which met and thought these is icy I was it's the reader I word without it that's acrophal a roy for born as it was Christ man so not of love right you know he was proud as we were with this attachment Adam and Fat difference of pang they want the spotlight we have the spotlight B want this the strata a fuck at the stride we want the spotlight without the strup sounds of Vina and personally not because drama so we don't if we try today they won the victory we thought the fight the asshole a days thou the victory that we vow they want. Be there every idiot. Now, even what I may video, we victory, let's say how to opt. En zeg dat ze pivos die out. Wie van ze beef blacks in that if you out die that. That's not how Legos rebels that kitimo do we and then we yeah. And with some of these black nascu, that's not how life works us. PUZ Patongo without re-ends because that stas. And my was pull some propel that's this way he would be my. The GUZ that resistance. You hungry. You don't get stronger with AO. Raise resistance tank. That's more to us. We don't get stronger. We fiazron build character with us and out the child. Spobby woman to repteke. Mahal the pebble busy wreath out base. Avidon for Eris operate the doctor. We have tornado straight today. The time we certainty without challenge you wasn't happening edu the 2 week. Read don't tease and elm tom musheries the top. With them up the appliments, draw tears BAO you run la. Mace of the poesy at the full yes up and tone. Ever only have some wool leadings on this bees. Clay I will and yogan who we went on with lemming as rule of the meaning. So P that climb was one of as exhausting as mice it may be berake. Everybody made you as is this black main be kind. As exhausting as it may be. Puri esna I and when you find out with the most tupala how you read the corn mato couple lies or you're is an Eddie Arby say on you on why you find and die very LA and how really not the thing and that I had find an on a new and who really saw and use real on in the seconds at the above Howard where the by like there we fee and a black I net discover the and faith above the one phone this is we to your hard work and why all the necessity human equity and imagine like at it we don't walk for either honey flew fight I could be able to hop with fall and for nesting up moves is mighty wall and also it will only a good find if like we find a read and loud of fray Tamon P and Y face says honen is you human face pimat the rufina hafrikum dennis evt and had the high-res they do this canon E hard work says say this on P phrase you them on pay no prove have play faith says a has I non-nio prove E faith says Thea's had you the opportunity is coming hard work says the opportunities ends coming hard work say he coming and how marnimal work some so yard work set for ready and if ready when it does pin bay the fade that says be ready when it does faith says Memphis fought the pain repine or pain has surpassed and at home be pa at exact pain her sake that part perkix the pain that's said fickle the pain and hacksam hopat on these with powerful friendly that from behind this it has these hard work says probably went on those two voices start up on whining through the pain and when those two voices start tired working together En nou mensen mooi på nakkerslijst. It want I because I is work walking that image and in way to sees and Taiwan that more equal through and those is that no power one with like a off the warning people which will be notions we want with the alcohol we first warning wine we should squeeze with try. Just to tap position free. Tinos being afraid, I mountain to you stop, being afraid of the mountain and in fight at Brady, Matmos when in the front of you. I have definitely used them almost of you, I as you in New Jersey. When if you're in his zone and I'm a very soup, no, not never again, you think I use that. You're at when I and your theology view. P. Timmy views up and bad just the beach with your all dreams. You stop being in what it daily. By the arm no zebra. With a size E if you use navel see the rubies. What that? And her enters meeting in the front for the view one didn't happen. Hey, you're a donor size E. Run music. After around mamas. Respect awesome if the chair give us an UE. The Jew one side. Magazine. For a kind B, become safe, long, and all you believe, more hounding in competence days. In that case, that's you boy, resonate and always won't believe. As nigh, in one piece on one now, pretty good real of a libido, and then need hitting, as the visita is equal this to true on one reason, we don't keep that it's removable related to this girl. It sounds here a lot of no advertisement called for. It says you on in the grind way. Plyo fly canaveries down. Ran a pal wajum on us. Hey, pre-juvenile the fuss. Paying in theirs is impossible. And this is government matupuing mod of rake last mate or I know on you've thought to folk at that Maddie May